Welcome back. O'Grady here. I'm going to talk about one of the hardest things to do as an investor. Absolutely nothing. That's right. Sometimes the best move is to just sit tight, even when the market feels like it's on a roller coaster and the world is coming to an end and all the media is screaming, watch out. This time it's really different. The world is ending. As I'm making this episode, the market, the S&P 500, has recovered from all that tariff trauma and is in positive return territory for the year. How about that? The Wall Street Journal recently spotlighted investors who made out the best simply by holding firm, holding tight when markets were down. Let's break down what we can learn from their experience, especially if you're 50 or older and thinking about protecting your retirement nest egg. Staying put often pays off even when it's uncomfortable. Remember when the market took a hit, a nosedive, early April, all on that Trump tariff trauma? Well, plenty of folks felt the urge to hit the panic button. You might have been one of them. But the biggest winners weren't the ones who jumped in and out. They were the ones who stood their ground. This article highlights one 60-year-old who didn't make a single change to his portfolio of stocks and bonds, even as the headlines screamed doom and gloom. His secret? Well, he just stopped looking at his account for a couple of weeks. When he did finally check, his investments had bounced back and nearly erased all their losses. He says, I never panicked. Timing the market is fruitless. No one has a crystal ball. Geez, I feel like I might have said that before. All right, the lesson here is sometimes the best way to keep your sanity and your savings is to turn off the noise, turn off the TV, and trust your plan. That's what it was built for, after all. Market swings are normal, and history shows that patient investors are often rewarded when things settle down. All right, you can learn from experience and don't let emotions rule. Another 51-year-old highlighted in the article admitted he used to tinker with his portfolio every time the market got rocky. After 9/11, during the 2008 crisis, and even in the early days of the pandemic, he made moves he later regretted. But this year, he says, he finally held steady and it paid off. He credits age and maturity for helping him resist the urge to react. Hey, we've all been there. It's tough to watch your account drop and do nothing. But every seasoned investor eventually learns. Reacting to every dip rarely works out. The market's wild rides are part of the journey, not a signal to abandon ship. There's no one-size-fits-all strategy, but having a plan matters. Not everyone stayed in stocks. The article talks about one guy in the article who shifted most of their portfolio into cash and to money market funds, prioritizing stability over potential big gains. Others leaned into a buy and hold strategy, even adding to their grandkids' accounts during the slump. The key, they all had a plan that fit their needs and stuck to it, even when their gut told them to do something else. Whether you're close to retirement or just want to sleep better at night, the right move is the one that matches your goals and your risk tolerance. It's not necessarily one size fits all. If you're not sure, now's a great time to review your plan and make sure it still fits your situation. So here's the bottom line. Investors who came out ahead this year weren't the ones with the fastest reflexes or the fanciest strategies. They were the ones who kept their cool, trusted their plan, and let time do the heavy lifting. As one young investor put it, for everyday people, timing the market will probably end poorly. I don't bother trying, he says. So next time the market gets choppy, and it will, remember, sometimes the bravest and best thing to do is nothing at all. Hey, I'd love to hear what you did during the tariff turmoil. And if you've got a story about holding firm, or maybe not, during market slumps, drop it in the comments. And hey, thanks for watching. And remember, patience isn't just a virtue, it's a strategy. In the meantime, I'll see you in the next episode.